raised again from the dead. Because he loves us so much, he paid the way for us to have eternal life.
We have a pretty interesting foggy morning going on out here. You just don't see this time of year here. It is, we had the cool day yesterday. It's extremely cool out here this morning. And this super foggy and bright sunshine just on the other side of it. Got two birds out here talking to each other. Today is Sunday, and it's another one of these unseasonably cool days. It's going to warm up a little bit, be a little more humid today. But I'm going to look forward all day long to this afternoon, this evening at sundown, right about sundown. I'm going to this pond, and I'm going to see if I can get a bite on a topwater, particularly a buzzbait. Last night, Annabeth and I both heard this really loud noise. She thought it was in the back, and I knew it was out front of our house. That's what it was. Somebody drove smooth into and smashed their mailbox. Today's Sunday. My family and I, we haven't gotten back in the routine and haven't wanted yet to try and, go back to the services at church. So we're continuing to do the online service. So today, before we flipped it over and watched one of the preachers that we watch their sermons on Sunday mornings, I turned on YouTube and showed them a couple of the videos that are out there on YouTube free right now as a part of Chosen, about the depiction of some of the life of Jesus and some of the miracles that he performed, and they are Chosen is incredible. We watched that, and my wife and I and my daughter were just blown away. And then we flipped over and watched Brother Daniel Herringa and his sermon from First Baptist Houston, Mississippi. And within about 10 minutes into his sermon, he started mentioning and referencing the same exact videos we had just watched on YouTube about 10 minutes earlier. They are powerful. I'm going to be watching all of it. I just thought I'd share that with you. I can't recommend them enough. I just saw the news while I was out on my walk. A friend of mine texted me the link on what the Pac-12 athletes are doing. I am not going to have some big, huge emotional reaction one way or the other to athletes opting out, athletes demanding something that they don't normally get, athletes demanding that their conferences do more to keep them safe. All of this is so unknown and so new and so different that I'm not going to have a big emotional reaction to any of it. And I will say this, as in anything, if we're talking about things that involve other demands like money and that kind of thing, the value will show up. Everybody's value, shows up ultimately. What do I mean by that? Well, like the old saying of you're worth what somebody's willing to pay you. If we're putting a dollar amount on things, the value will show up wherever the value is. And so if the Pac-12, for instance, or any league were to have their athletes collectively demand half of the revenue, well, if the true value is with those athletes, then they'll get it. If it's not, then they won't. And it'll play out. But it certainly is interesting times, isn't it? Very interesting. most underrated Canon lens, the 24 to 105 f4. The stabilization is awesome. Now this is what I had on there. This is from Lake Fork Tackle, the little frog, and it's a topwater deal. Lake Fork Tackle out in Texas. Lake Fork Tackle. This is what I want to try to catch one on. See, it's a regular buzz bait, but it's got this swimming trailer on the buzz bait, which I've actually never used one like that. It goes on top of the water. It does not have a trailer hook, which helps you to hook up just the one big hook. So if we get bit, he's gonna have to eat it good for me to catch him. Hopefully we can get a bite. Post-supper fishing trip. Belly full of food, so I'm happy whether we catch them or not, but I sure would love to not only see a fish blow up on this buzzbait, it sure would be cool to get it on camera. We'll try, we'll see. No dice, no strikes, disappointed. We'll try again later. That particular pond, it's pretty fun in the spring. Gets fished pretty hard, but it always turns over when it gets really hot, and it gets really tough to catch any fish in there during the hottest part of the summer right now. But we've had some, cool days. So I thought I'd try the topwater in the afternoon, enjoy the trip. Just got no bites. Sometimes that's the way it is.